kind of things that you can begin to feel normal about. I just mentioned I used to be a teacher at Punjab University, Chandigarh. This is from 1985 to 1993. This also happened to be the period when the militancy in Punjab was at its peak. So it was quite normal to see the army in the university campus. Army, not other security forces. It was quite normal that you could not ride pillion on a bike because it was banned. It was also normal to read every morning in the newspaper, or at least every second, third day, to read 1 person killed, 3 persons killed in the city that we were living in. Terrorists come, kill 3 people. And I can tell you, we didn't feel that our life was very much upset. After some time, we got normal. Human beings' capacity to turn strangest of situations in the world into normal is amazing. But amazing not in the good sense of the term, in the worst sense of the term. कितनी चीजों के बारे में हम बिल्कुल महसूस करते हैं, हाँ होने लग गया है, होने लग जाता है, बस फिर ठीक है, ऐसे ही होता है. Just look at the news in the last few days. The news is that a member of Indian Parliament has yesterday, has given a call that people should not buy products from Muslim shopkeepers. He did not use the word Muslim. He was slightly, smart about it. But the message is absolutely clear. So, we have a member of Indian Parliament giving an open call in a public meeting bigger than this one, clearly saying, basically boycott them economically. And crowd is cheering, message is very clearly received, everyone knows what is being said, everyone who hears knows what is being said. 2 days prior to that, what do we have? We have the police in Gujarat. It's a police, not any other person, flogging some young persons, ostensibly because they had thrown some stones. There is no evidence yet of those stones, but let us assume they had thrown stones in some garba. The police people tie them to a pole and flog them. And the point is not just that the police is flogging them. The real flogging is on television channels. Channels show it. Not just they show it, they actually count. I don't know if you got to see that vulgarity. वहां पे कह रहे हैं नए तरह का डांडिया हो रहा है. 1, 2, 3. Some human being is being flogged in front of you. This is what you're doing. All this begins to look normal to us. How much things look, what kind of things can we get to normalize? We think of what Germany must have been like in 1930s. Today we think that people led very strange lives. What was Hitler's rule like? What must have been happening? And so on. But I can take a bet. If you actually went to Germany of 1930s, you would find normal people living normal lives. सबको लगता था हाँ ये तो ठीक है, सड़क पे से एक जीव को पकड़ लिया, गाड़ी में डाल दिया, अब हमें कभी वो दिखाई नहीं देगा. इट्स नॉर्मल, ऐसा तो होता ही है. And to my mind, the task of human intervention is to question this normality. ये जो नॉर्मल लगता है, उसके बारे में खड़े होके कहना कि नहीं, ये नॉर्मल नहीं है. इसको मैं नॉर्मल नहीं मानूंगी, इसको मैं नॉर्मल नहीं कहूंगा, ये किसी भी ह्यूमन इंटरवेंशन का एक बेसिक पर्पस होना चाहिए. When I used to be teacher at Punjab University, Chandigarh, it was quite normal. There was no rule, but it was normal that all women students will sit on one side of the hall, all men would sit on the other side of the hall. And I asked, ऐसा क्यों होता है? क्यों कर रहे हैं आप? किसने नियम बनाया है? क्या जरूरत है? They did not even notice that this was happening. Every oppression, injustice always happens to us through this invisible normalization. And the task of any intervention in the world, the point of being a living human being, is to get up and say, this is not normal, not for me. I do not accept it. This is the challenge of Bharat Jodo. Why do we need Bharat Jodo today? Bharat Jodo literally means Unite India, nothing more than that. Why do we need that? Because hatred and division is being practiced from the very top, practiced, propagated, patronized from the very top. It is not that hatred has entered our society for the first time. जहां भी अलग अलग तरह के लोग रहते हैं, hatred भी होता है, misgivings भी होते हैं, prejudices भी होते हैं, stereotypes भी होते हैं. You know, it's simply not the case that, I mean, in any society, आपकी यूनिवर्सिटी में भी होंगे ना, जहां जैसे ही थोड़े से अलग किस्म के लोग आते हैं, stereotyping is one of the most normal, one of the most quick reaction, one of the first reactions of human being to try and understand differences. जैसा ही कोई डिफरेंस आता है हम स्टीरियोटाइप करते हैं, अच्छा ये लोग हैं, अच्छा ये वो यूपी बिहार वाले आए हैं, ये तो ऐसा ही करेंगे. Immediately, you know, वो stereotyping शुरू हो जाता है. That's something you have everywhere. But when this stereotyping turns into a prejudice, when this prejudice is weaponized and someone tells you it's all right not just to laugh at them, but actually to go and slap them in public, then someone says, not just slap them, actually you can throw them out. So what we are witnessing in our country for the last many years, in the last 8 years, because now it's state patronized, is one of the worst possible assault on our constitutional principles, on the values of our freedom struggle, and on our civilizational heritage. I use 3 expressions. All 3 are different and they mean something. What we are witnessing is an assault on our constitutional values, because the Republic of India was not meant to be a country for a certain kind of people. The Constitution gave a guarantee. The guarantee was, no matter what your religion, your caste, your gender, your sexual preference, you are as much Indian, you are as much the owner of this country as anyone else. This was a constitutional guarantee. The essence of that is very much stated in the preamble to the Indian Constitution. What we are witnessing today is actual rewriting of the Constitution. There are two